Something's going on over there. The cattle are watching something. Must be something the neighbor's doing. They got the cattle's attention. Oh, they started their vehicle. They're kind of spooked. They're nervous. Anyway, I looked out the door before I came out. There was a big yellow cat right here eating the cat food. As soon as it saw me through the door, I didn't even go outside. It just saw me through my sliding door. So it got a good look at me and took off. Went to the neighbor, so that one's afraid. But the gray cat that come by, he stayed there even after I came out. He stayed there watching me for a while. So over time, they might get used to me. Well, I got something to work on today before the weather gets cold tomorrow. Just after 11 a.m. and temperature went from 40 to around 54. So it's warming up a little bit today. Tomorrow's another story. It's going to get down to, what is it? It's going to get down to like 38 tonight. But the high temperature tomorrow is going to be 40. And then tomorrow night, it's going to get down in the low 20s, or at least the mid 20s. So I got to get something done today before that happens. That's something new. Normally the white bull rides the old cow over there. But today he's trying to ride this old heifer. Maybe she's coming into heat too. But I still don't know if this bull can do anything. He's been trying to breed them all summer. And I don't think he's made much headway because they keep coming back into heat. So I just have to wait and see. That's why I brought him up. His little brother. Next year he can do some breeding. That's coming by. Somebody with a trailer. Anyway, all I can do is hope that they get bred. Either this bull gonna do it, because I'm gonna have him processed soon. Either the end of this year or next year during the winter when it's cold. And then he'll take over next year. And then the year after that it'll be that red bull. So, because I just don't feel like taking these guys, those 3 Highlanders, back to the big pasture for the big bull. There they are. They must have got plenty to eat from the hay bale. Yeah, I gave the white bull a chance to do some breeding up here. And if he was able to do anything, I should be able to, I'll know next year if they have a calf. Yeah, he's always trying to ride her, the old cow. And her too. I think she's already bred. I haven't seen him trying to ride her for a while. I could be wrong though. Maybe sometimes I just don't see when it happens. But today he was trying to ride that one, and I don't think he's ever tried to ride that one, because I think that heifer is sterile. She's old. Even when I had a Highland bull here, she never had a calf. Anyway, time will tell on this story. Yeah. I'll just keep bringing the young bulls up here. Maybe someday one of them will get something bred. She had a calf in the spring, but it was stillborn, and her stillborn calf was from the big bull out in the big pasture. From the year summer I put him down there, 2024. The 3 Highlanders were taken down there. And when I brought them 3 back, I brought him back with them. Yeah, the white one. And then she had her calf in this past spring, but it was stillborn. Because I don't know if it was really wet and she had it in the wet ground, or she was acting kind of funny about a couple weeks before she had a calf. She was acting sickly. So, but I'm thinking she might be pregnant. She's got a bigger belly. Yeah. But what I don't understand is why if they're pregnant, why is the bull still trying to breed them? Anyway, I'll just have to wait and see next year. The sun's kind of warm today, so I got to get something done while I can before it gets cold. And one of those things is I'm going to transplant these. I see 4 of them. Well, maybe no, maybe only 3. I see that one and that one. So I think that one's just got branches on it. Those are some volunteer papaya. So I'm going to plant a couple just to see if they'll grow in the house. That's all. That's where the papayas are growing, near my garbage dump. And I'm going to use some of them. I got a couple. Those are the old ones I had lemongrass in last year. Those are the ones who died, and I just kept the pots. But now, since they've been out in the weather all summer, they're kind of brittle. So I may or may not be able to use them, but I'm going to try. Yeah, I think the plastic is kind of brittle, but I think it can hold up for another year. Yeah. If the papaya survive the winter inside the house, I'll transplant them to the garden next spring around May when the weather warms up. Let's add some more soil to that. Oh, let's put the papaya in first after I dig it up. Well, I see 2 good plants there, maybe 3. I'll dig up what I can. Papaya. That one and that one. I think there's a small one there. I'll dig them up, see what I can do with them. I got more than I thought. I got 3 big ones. That's the biggest one. And I got 4 small ones. I think I'll put, I might need some more containers. I don't know if I want that many, but I'm going to plant them all. Just see if anything survives the winter inside the house. Okay, I got the 7 plants in there. I'm going to plant the 3 biggest ones in separate pots, and then I'll put the 4 small ones in one pot. So I have 4 containers all together. Let's see how it's going to fit. They're not very deep, but I guess they'll hold a little private plant during the winter. I don't expect it to grow very much. I'm hoping it'll grow like this. There's not much dirt to hold that in, but we'll see. Well, that's one, and that was the biggest one, so let's get the other ones planted. Well, something. We'll see how they grow in the wintertime. That's just going to fill up my area that I got extra in the pans that I have for planted pots. And I still want to plant some more lemongrass too, from the ones that I got soaking in water, because some of them are growing and growing some roots. So hopefully I got enough room for them. We'll see. Well, I soaked them with water, and then when I was pouring water on them, some of the soil came out, so I dumped some more loose soil on top. I'll pack it down later. I want the roots to be soaked in water first before I take them in the house. I'll do that later this afternoon. Now it's time to go to the farm and pick the rest of the pears. Yeah, I'll come back to those papaya later. I'll take them in later this afternoon. I got some sun there, so I'll let them acclimatize to the pot. Yeah, it's supposed to get down to 40 tonight, but that's as warm as it's going to be. Or 38, and then it's only going to warm up to 40 tomorrow, and then tomorrow night and Monday morning it's supposed to be down to mid-20s. Same thing for Monday. Mid-20s on Monday night too. Then it'll warm up again, back in the 60s, so that's good. Okay. There's still some work to do in the garden, but mostly just the asparagus, and I'd like to haul some manure out before winter, but I don't know when I'll get to that, if ever. Oh, look what I did. I walked across there the other day. Yeah, and when I picked up the top gate, because the top gate is where it's hooked is the one that turns it on. When I unhook the top gate, it turns the whole fence off from here down to the garden, or gate to the gate. But when I picked it back up, I must have had the wires crossed. But it's okay, they won't get out. But I'll probably fix it since I'm here. There, I fixed it. Okay, let's get ready to go to the farm and pick some pears. I think I got all the tools I need in the truck from the last time I was over there. Yeah, I'm just going to shake the trees and pick up the pears. Looks like Mama Cat caught a bird. Right there, a bunch of feathers. Looks like a snowbird. It's all gray. I picked through the bucket of pears that I was picked a week ago. I was going to cut them up and cook them, but I guess I let them set too long. Yeah, some of them are rotten out of a whole bucket. That's what I threw away, about half the bucket. I lost half the bucket. There's still some parts of the nose that I could probably cut out, but I didn't feel like it. These are the ones I picked for the cattle last week, a week ago. I'm just going to add them to that and go ahead and feed them to the cattle here, because I need the buckets for picking more pears. Yeah, they're up here now so I can feed them some pears. Yeah, that was from what I sorted through today. I was saving them to cut out, but like I said, some of them still look pretty good, but there's some rotten spots on them, and I just didn't want to mess with them. And those are ones I picked off the ground a week ago. Yeah, I was going to save most of them over here, but yeah, well, there's more on the tree. He knows what I got. She saw the bucket. Here come the rest of them. Took the black one. He had a taste of them, but he's not so eager for them as these guys are. So let me get in there and dump them out. Yeah, they're eating. Pretty sure I can. And it turned out that the black one, I gave him some, and he's eating them too. I'm gonna try to keep him separate. He's not very good at eating them yet. You can't get you don't know how to chew them. But he likes them, don't you, boy? Yeah. I should have gave him some smaller ones, but that's just what was on the bottom of the bucket. You just have to bust them up somehow. Yeah. Oh, he got it. He's chewing it now. Yeah, you got to get it to the back of your mouth. I've seen some of them where they'll bite them in half right there on the ground and then eat them that way if they're soft enough. Anyway, I got to keep that one away from this black one. Yeah. They like their pears. So do I. They taste good. Aren't many leaves on the trees anymore. One thing I forgot. You got everything over there. But they had to come back here to mess with this black cat to see what he's eating. Yeah, you go somewhere else. She's the pushy one though. And she gets down there. She got all that stuff back there. But she'll come over here where this black one is. Oh, maybe not. She's kind of picky. She had all those, but Mama won't let her. Yeah, that's her mama. Yeah, I think she might be pregnant. That younger one there. Watch, she's going to go over here to this black one. She's afraid of that one. She used to be the bossy one. She used to be bossy now. She's the bossy one now. When they get down there, see how he's doing. He's getting a few. He's not a very fast eater though. Not like these guys. Oh, kitten, better get out of there. You'll get stomped. Her mama's down there. Well, she's awful picky. What's wrong with these? Yeah, they got them cleaned up down there. See, she's always pushing her around. No, she never did that before. When this one here was younger, she was the bossy one, except she can never boss the mama cow. She was the first in the pecking order. She was second, the gold one back there, way in the back. And then the younger one, because she's the youngest. But now, tables have turned. The younger one here is the more dominant one, and she pushes the other one out. I don't know where the bull fits into that. Eventually he'll be the boss, but I think right now the other female, the mama cow behind him, can still push him around. Look, she's eyeing that calf back behind me. She's got her eye on him. Yeah. Yeah. No, don't you? No. 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 Yeah. I know what you're thinking. You can sneak past me and get to him. Yeah, you got some pears there. Eat them up. I can't stand there and watching them all day. Where's your baby? Where's the kitten? Oh, you come over here. Go on, eat while you can, because I ain't gonna stand here all day protecting you. Yeah. Oh, well, I guess he had enough. Now, this place here gets a lot of company. I don't know if they're relatives or he works on their vehicles. I never know. He's always got lots of vehicles coming in. Me, I hardly get any visitors. Now they're all waiting to see what I'm going to do. What do you want? I guess I'll go pick some more pears at the farm. Yeah, I think she's pregnant. She's got a big belly. Could be from the hay, but I'm thinking she's got a baby inside of her. Calf. Mama cow, I don't know. She's still coming into heat, at least according to the white bull anyway. He keeps trying to breed her. Today he was trying to ride that one way in the back. But go ahead. Eat some more. You're so picky. Okay. I gotta go. Too much noise on the neighbor. Neighbors are loud. Watch your language, boy. I don't want to eavesdrop. Now they're gonna pick up a few pears over there. They left these though. I guess they were too dirty. Yeah. There's a few there they can get. I don't want them either. I guess they're just full of pears. They had their fill of pears, I guess. Okay, I gotta go pick some more pears at the farm. Stay here and guard the place, cat. Yeah, she's always standing off to the side. Away from the others now. Yeah, I'll be amazed if she's pregnant. Yeah, she's never had a cat before. And I don't know how many years old she is. I gotta go to the farm now. Okay. Did you get any pears at all? Okay. I'm ready to head to the farm now. And away I go to pick pears at the farm. Oh, I'm at the pears at the farm. Brother-in-law's mowing grass over there. Not brother, nephew-in-law. Nephew-in-law, my niece's house. And her mom lives way over there. And that's my parents' house. Okay, today I'm going to do something different. I got a board laid across the barbed wire. I'm going to drive across it so I don't hurt my tires. I'm going to back up into here so I'm closer, so I don't have to carry the buckets and everything, tools, whatever I need, so I don't have to carry them so far. A couple weeks ago, my sister and I, we shook this tree, got all the pears off of it, and I must have missed a few because there's some on the ground still. But today I'm going to shake these. There's not many left on that one, not many left on that one, and the ones on this one are they're all dried up. But there's still a few on that one, so I'm going to shake them all and get what I can, whatever's left, because they'll get froze. They'll get froze over the weekend. Well, I'm on the weekend. You mean tomorrow night? Tomorrow night. So let's get the truck backed up here and see what I can do. Put a couple extra boards on each side of the 2x4. 2x4 is on top of the barbed wire, but I don't want it sliding off when I ran over it, so I got boards on either side of it. Thing on this side. Oh, that worked. Now I won't have so far to walk with my buckets and anything else I use. Now there's a few pears on this tree, but it's mostly empty from before. We shook them off before. But we must have missed a few. I'll get them. Probably for the cattle. That's what I burnt the last time I was here. I tried to burn some of this stuff here. Some of these fell off. There's still a few on there. I'll get a cover after I pick all these pears off the ground. I'll get a tarp, or I'm using an old car cover to put on the ground to catch them. Easier to pick up that way. The other day when I was here working on this area, I think I was burning that brush pile there. That's what I was doing last time I was here. Burnt all that. I forgot what I was going to say. My other brother who lives in my parents' house, he came here to pick a bag full. He started picking them. They all fell off. That's okay. I'll use them somehow. There's a few on this one too, but not much. This one here, whatever I pick off it is going to go to the cattle because they're all dried up mostly. So let me start picking them up off the ground. I found a couple good ones. I'll keep them. This is probably going to be the best one off the ground anyway. There's probably some better ones on the tree. A nice pear. I might find a few good ones in here. I can see one over that way. We'll see. I'll sort them. Good ones for me, small and rotten ones for the cattle. Must be some big fish in here, because see those rings coming out there? I heard a big splash over there on the shore. Yeah, it was probably a fish catching something. And when I got here, I saw a big flash. I heard a big splash on that side. So they must be catching something on the edge of the shore. Yeah, there's fish ate something right there. Wherever you see a ring like that, fish ate something. Yeah, there's one. There's one. There, see? See? They're eating something off the top of the water. Probably bugs. Wherever there's a ring, a fish is biting something. But when I hear a big splash, right here, right here, close to shore right here. They're catching something up there. I may have to go fishing in here. I haven't fished in 20 years. Yeah. At least none that I can remember. I caught, before they redid this pond, I caught a lot of fish in here when I was younger. Yeah. Back in the 80s anyway. Yeah. I still got some fish, big dried fish heads, bass, largemouth bass heads up in my attic. They're all dried up. My souvenir. Anyway, I didn't come here to look at the pond. I come here to pick pears. Let's get going. Yeah, there's a nice one there. I think I can salvage that one. Another one over there maybe. Oh, there's a bug on that one. There's some kind of bee. Yeah, I think they eat. I think those things eat. Yeah, there's a big one. There's a big bug. Let's pick them up. I pick up all the pears. A lot of fruit bees. I guess that's what they're called. Yeah, they're the ones eating the pears. I thought it was deer, but yeah, they eat the whole thing down. They chew it up. After I picked them up and got my tarp, another pear fell. I'm gonna see if I can spread. I'm gonna do this tree first. It has the most pears on it. So I'm gonna, and they keep, if I bump the tree, it keep falling off. So I'm gonna put as much tarp around it as I can, and then I'm gonna shake the tree. Then I'll do these other ones later. But that's the most pears, so I'll do the biggest one first. That's what I got so far. These aren't all that good, but they're good enough for me. Once I wash them, cut them up, they'll be okay. These are all for the cattle. I got another bucket there. I got some more in the thing. I'll probably use that bucket. It's the cleanest bucket, so I use that for good pears. If I get them off the tree, I'll give them to my sister or sisters, or depending on how many I get. These poles and trees are in the way, so I probably I'll just go around it. I'll go from here. There aren't too many on this side, and I can pick them up off the ground because it's grassy. I'll just put the tarp around there as best as I could. It's an old car cover. Anyway, let's see what I can do. There's a fish over there. I heard it. I think I even seen it before I got the camera on it. Yeah, they get right up to the shore and catch something. Just like sharks catching seals. Or is it great white sharks going up to the shore and catching seals? Yeah, that's what they were doing. Just like that. Getting distracted. Okay, let's do the tarp thing. There's some over here. They'll probably drop on the ground, but I'll get them. That's the best I can do for now. Let's get my pole out and shake it. That's the, well, I can trim branches with that a little bit. I got a little saw on the end too if I wanted to, but right now I'm just using it for the, to grab a limb and shake it. And all the pears will fall off. Or most of them. I got the pears off the tree anyway. Huh. What was that? Fish out there. Somebody's shooting. Is it deer season already? Or maybe they're just testing their rifle, their guns. Yeah, I heard a big fish. There's something, oh, just shot out from the shore. Over there. Yeah, there's some fish in here. I think my brother stocked it with something, with bass and perch and bluegill. Yeah, something like that. He was talking about it a while back. Somebody's shooting over that way. I got shots over there and over there. Must be deer season. I don't keep track of that stuff. If that's the case, somebody's shooting over there too. If that's the case, I should be wearing orange. Yeah, my brother's been known to shoot around here. I remember one time, yeah, we were in danger. Dad had a pump house there. Oh, someplace over where that boats land. There was a little shack, maybe a 6x6. It wasn't very big. It was just enough to house his water pump because he used to pull water from over there, and that went to the barn. And then he had another pipe here, not in this pond. It was before this pond was renovated. He had a pipe here, and I remember digging a trench across there, across the road, a ditch, and then all the way up there to his corner of his house, the back south side of his house. Pipe went in. He had a pump in there, and then that pipe would, that pipe would, I forgot where it went. I think it went back outside. Yeah, it went in where the pump is, then it went back outside and around the back of the house and all the way to the barn. That's how you get water from the pond to the barn, to the shop over there. Yeah, there were some other hydrants someplace else, but yeah. But that was this one. That one there that went into the pond. I don't feel safe here. It's the pump house. What was I trying to say? Okay, we were working on the pump. Me and Dad were working on the pump. It wasn't working right. Working on the pump, and then all of a sudden we heard a big boom. We heard a big boom. I came out of the shed, the little shelter there, and somewhere over here, somewhere on that pond bank, I think it was over there, but it could have been over here, but it was somewhere over there. My dog, I had a good collie dog. It could walk on its front legs, but it couldn't walk on it. It was dragging its back legs. My brother had shot it from over there where his house is, shot across there and shot my dog. He said he thought it was a coyote. But me and my father, we were right in that shed there. He could have shot us too. And that's what I remember. Yeah. Man, everybody's shooting. Oh, all around me. Yeah, it must be deer season. Anyway, that's what I remember. And then I told him, he come on running over, and I said, "What are you doing, shooting my dog?" "Oh, I thought it was a coyote." Then I told him, "Well, go ahead and finish what you started, because put the dog out of its misery, because he shot it right through the back. Yeah, cut the spine. Yeah, that was a good dog too. That's what I had to. I don't know if I should be here. They're shooting all around me. Maybe from down here, I'm low on the ground, so I'll pick up the pears. At least I'll do that much. I think I got all the pears off this tree in my tarp or car cover. I picked up a few that weren't on the tarp. That's going to be my good bucket. That's the cow for the cattle. Look at all those fruit bees. There's some big, that's a nice one there. Yeah. There's a few nice ones in there. I'll keep them. I'll keep the ones that are good enough to eat for me or my sister or whatever. Okay. I'll give those to my sister. They look pretty good. Something's over there. Yeah. Made a big splash. They're still shooting. What are they shooting at? Maybe they're just testing their weapons. It is Saturday, so I guess, let's see, when's Thanksgiving? I know shotgun season is the weekend before and after Thanksgiving, and that's not here yet. This is only the first week of November, or should I say second? Today's the 8th. So I don't think it's, they must be testing their weapons, but everybody, seems like everybody's doing it. Yeah, they're shooting all around me. Okay, let me pick that tarp up and move it. I'm gonna move it under that tree. There's a few on that tree. Oh, there's one, I missed one. I think it's on the other tree though, but it's a small pear, I'll just leave it. Let's move that tarp. There's only a couple pears on there. Yeah, there's hardly any on there. But I'll get whatever's on there. Anyway, I saw this. This is what them fruit bees do. That's how they eat them out. They eat all the way through. Except the core. They left the core. They ate the fruit though. I did a good job on that one. There weren't that many on this tree. Yeah, this winter I'm going to cut these off about halfway. Yeah, make it easier to pick them next time. That's all I got. 1, 2, 3, 7 pears off of that one. Those two are done. Still shooting. People are still shooting. Okay, these were the first 2 buckets. That's for the cows. These 2 are picked off the ground. That bucket's for me, but they're still good enough for me. I'll wash them and I can still eat them. Cook them down. I'll cook them and make pear sauce. Okay, that bucket is from what was dropped on the tarp, and that one was dropped on the tarp off the tree, and those I'll give those to my sister. I texted her the other day and asked her if she wanted any. She said sure. She may not want them all, but I'll let her pick out what she wants. Anyway, I got 1 more tree left. Actually 2 more. There might be some good pears on here, a few. Not very many, maybe 4 or 5. Not very many. I'll see what I'll shake it. I got a couple good ones. 1, 2, I see 4 or 5, 6, maybe 6 good ones in there. Maybe 7. I got a few good ones. Got 1 more tree to do. All these are shriveled up. Tree dried up or something. I'm not sure what. Those 2 are what I picked off the ground. The rotten ones. Small ones and rotten ones for the cattle. And I'm going to keep those. And everything I'll pull off the tree, that tree and that tree, that had the most. That's in that bucket. And I got about 6 more from that tree in that bucket. All these here will probably go into the bucket for the cattle, which is either there or there. Probably that one, since it's not quite, it's only about half full. Yeah, those are off the ground, cattle for me. These are off the trees for my sister, whatever she wants, and then for the cattle. Get the ones off that tree, and that'll be the last one. I'll come back this winter and trim the tops off. Yeah, these are way too tall. I did the same thing to my trees last winter. I was going to cut them again because they grew back as much as they were before on my trees. But I decided I'm going to let them. I want to see if they produce any pears, the new growth from this year. I can always cut them again next year. Anyway, let's shake that thing, see if I can get anything off of there. I think I'll have enough buckets. I got a couple more on the truck if I need them. That's the pole I use to shake the tree with. And that's what I'm working with. Just a few pears. Some more over there. I see all those are going to get cut off anyway. Hardly worth shaking. Worth shaking. But I'll get what I can. I might be able to salvage 4 or 5 of them out of there. They're small, but I tasted some of them. They're okay. They're just dried up a little bit. I got almost 2 buckets of pears for the cattle, and a bucket for my sister, or however many she wants out of there. I'll take the rest. There's some good ones in there, and there's some that are good enough for me, but maybe not for her. And then those are for me. Fruit bees are really swarming them. Yeah, they're hungry for. Yeah, the fruit bees will be probably gone after this 20-degree weather for a couple of days, but they might come back. There won't be any pears left though, except the rotten ones. Look at them bees. They're looking for something to eat. Oh well, that means they're good, right? There's a nice reflection video. The trees are reflected in the pond water. Cool. Okay, I'm done. I'm done out here. Those are good pears for me. Those are good pears for my sister. Those 2 buckets are the ones for the cattle. Yeah, I'll trim them off this winter. Oh, about halfway up there. Yeah, about halfway there, and up there. All the pears are picked. Oh wait, did I see? I think I see one there, or could be a yellow leaf. I thought I got them all. Anyway, that's the pear trees over here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a little one down there. I was going to transplant that a long time ago, but I let it go. Now it's been dwarfed by these other trees. But maybe I can dig it out still. The root looks like it's pretty big. But I might be able to get it out and give it a chance to grow someplace else. I've been thinking, I'll have to talk to the family. Because I'm going to be grafting some more trees next year, and if I find some more sprouts to graft to in the future, I want to start. I don't want to take any more home to my place. I'd like to have a row right through this low spot here. Maybe I can talk to the family. Maybe we can get this fence moved and put it right over here someplace. Or better yet, put it in line with that post and go either go straight across, yeah, or yeah, go that way I could use all this for pear trees. Yeah, I could have pear trees out here in this low spot. They'll grow good in this low spot. My brother don't need that much pasture. Yeah. Yeah. Although if there's no cattle in there, I guess I'll have to mow it. But I can handle that if I have to. There's another fish. Anyway, it's something to think about. I don't need it right away. Yeah. The first thing I can do is plant one right there. Yeah. Or maybe over that way, away from that burning pile. Yeah, it's a thought. It's a thought. I want to expand the pears. Everybody seems to like them, so yeah, we can go from that post straight to the road. That way we can have all this as the pears. That would be nice if I can get them. If I can propagate some more by grafting. It's something to think about for the future. Next spring I'm going to graft those two. And if I can dig that one out, I'll plant that. I'll plant that where I said I was going to plant one. I'll plant it down in here somewhere. Yeah. I don't want to plant that there where it burnt. It may not grow. It'll grow there though. Yeah. I'm not gonna. I might trim the. I might trim some of them branches off on the mama tree next year or this winter. But I want to help it survive if it can. Anyway, like I said, I got those two to graft next spring. Then I got another one there. I got to let it grow up. I think I saw some more down in there, but they're pretty small. I'll let that grow up. Maybe in a couple of years I'll graft that one. And there's one over here too. I can graft that one in a couple of years. I need the trunk of that thing to be thick enough or a bit big enough around where I can graft something to it and it'll be strong. So that's 4 trees that I could graft. And if there's any more sprouts coming up, I'll mark them too and save them for grafting. Expand this pear orchard. It's hot now. Oh boy, it's hot. But I'm done. I'm going to go home now. Let's see if I can go out the way I came in, over those boards. I'm thinking about putting a gate in here. I'm tired of taking this fence down to get across. Anyway, pick up my boards, and I don't think I'm going to go home yet. It's still early. I'm going to... they may not be home. I better text her first. Oh, it's about 5 miles from here. That way. Go to my sister's house and give her pears. I'm kind of dirty, but that's okay. I'm not going to visit. I'm just going to drop off some pears. Okay. All the pears are picked. I still have to come back in sometime in the winter time. Probably February, March maybe. When it ain't too cold and there's still no leaves on the trees, or before they bloom, I'm going to slice them off on top. I'll need my truck and a ladder. I think I can do. I did my ones at home, so I think I can do these too. I'm going to have to go home first because I got to get my driver's license. I don't use it just to come over here. But if I'm going to drive 5 miles down, I won't be on any highway, but You never know. There's lots of, you never know, somebody might pull me over. Yeah, better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Saw my shadow today. I'm back at home already. I think I will. I think I'll take a shower and clean up first before I go over to my sister's. First I gotta text her to make sure she's home. They're into that sports stuff, ball games and stuff, so they might be doing something. Okay, I want to get cleaned up anyway. And I do get ready to go to my sister's house down that way. I can go down this way. I can go down there and go down. It's almost straight south and a little bit east and then south again. No. Straight south on this road. I'll go south and then I go east a little bit and then get on another better road and then I go east some more and then I go south for a long ways and then I go west a little bit and then south some more. About 5 miles. I've been there before. Did I say it was 3 p.m.? Yeah, it is. I got an hour and a half before the sun goes down, so I better take a shower, get cleaned up, and head to my sister's. It's only, like I said, 5 miles, so it don't take that long to get there. But I don't want to stay too long either. I want to get back before dark. Oh, look, all the cattle are up there after they ate the pears. I got 2 more buckets for them, but not today. I'll space them out every couple of days, maybe, till they get too rotten. Then I'll give it to them sooner. Can't forget about them. At least they're getting a little sun. Yeah, I'll bring them in when I come back. It's pretty warm right here in the sun. Degrees at 4 p.m. Starting to cool down already, I think. I'm not going to my sister's to deliver the pears because she's not home. She said I'll go tomorrow around noon. She said she'll be home by then, or around then. Oh, I keep forgetting to dump that rain gauge. I better go do it now before it freezes tomorrow night. What happened? Did you catch a bird? I saw some feathers. I saw some feathers. Yeah, you're a good hunter. You share some with your boy? Yeah, I got an inch of rain here, a couple weeks ago, I guess, I think, and evaporated a quarter inch already. There's some freezing weather coming. I'm going to turn it upside down just in case. If it rains, it rains, but I don't want to have a broken rain gauge because there was water in it when it froze. What's going on over here? You leave my rain gauge alone. Some neighbors are gunning their engines. Hey, little buddy. Sun should be setting over there somewhere. Getting close. It's about 4:15. Yeah, I think somewhere around there. It's after 4, I know that. And sun sets around 4:30. If I'm over by the truck, oh, that's right. I gotta park my truck. I left it parked out because I thought I was going to go to my sister's, but that didn't happen. So I'll go tomorrow. So I'm gonna move it under shelter. Look at those clouds. Sort of. I think that might be blue skies there. Clouds are looking funny. Thin and blue. Blue skies are, yeah, thin clouds. Thin clouds. cat just climbed the tree. But she's looking for birds. Let's see if the little one go. You gonna make it up there, bud? No, I guess not. He's not going. Anyway. Sun should be setting over there, but there's too many clouds to see it, so I'm not coming back. But I will have to move the truck. However, before I can move the truck, I'm going to put them in the house. And if they survive, they survive. If they don't, they don't. What do you... That cat just kind of squeezed through that little crack there. Yeah, it reminds me, I got to take that hose out of there. Yeah, it's going to get wedged in there. I won't be able to get it out. Just like that. Just like that string, I need to cut that out. It's going to kill that branch. I think it already did. I think it already strangled that branch up there. Yeah. How about that? Yeah. That string cut into it. Isn't that something? Yeah, I think that limb's dead. Anyway, let me take that hose out. I don't think that string killed that limb. It is pretty tight. Let's see if I can cut that off. But I gotta get that hose out before it gets wedged in there and I can't get it out. Okay, let's carry them in. I'm gonna level that dirt off first. Then I'll carry them in the house. Hi, Mama Cat and baby. What was that? Oh, I forgot to take the hose out. I disconnected it. I forgot to take it out. I put the other end in on the fence, on the gate. Let's take the hose out of there. Cat's in the tree again. I'll let that rubber strap grow into the tree in the wedge, and a string too. But I think I can cut that one out, the one that's by the cat. Yeah, I can pull that string out. Yeah, so that wasn't killing the tree. Yeah, but I can't pull that out. What are you chasing, huh? What are you chasing up there? Huh? You're just having some fun, aren't you? That's the bark. She's just tearing the bark off. You like that tree, don't you? Yeah, good for you, girl. Enjoy yourself. I don't know if she ever catches a bird up there or not. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I left that rubber thing. I still use it though. I use it whenever I want to hold that gate open. I got a piece of wire there and I can hold it open right here. I can hook it and hold it open when I stick a wheelbarrow or something through. Let me show you. I can still get some use out of it on this side anyway. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't leave stuff in the cracks of trees like that. Also got a fence post. Fence post stuck in there. Yeah, I can't take that out either. Oh well, that's life. Well, I got the papaya plants in here. The bigger ones here, and the one in the four in the one pot there. Those are the ones that are just soaking in water, the lemongrass. And some of them I want to plant over here as soon as I get enough containers. But I'll wait. I'll wait until after the... I'll just wait. Wait until I have more roots. Some of these are growing faster than others. That one really shot up. There. Right now it's about 70 76 degrees in here. So that's pretty good for lemongrass. I got room for some more plants in here once I transplant them. Just leave the truck over there. The back end is underneath the thing, so I don't think it's going to rain anyway. So it'll be okay. Still got the pears on the back end though, but I'll take care of them tomorrow. It's cool night now, so they won't rot very fast. Not until tomorrow anyway. Yeah, sun's supposed to be setting over there right now. Some more back there. Sure can't tell from here though. Anyway, that's all for today. I'll be taking some pears over to my sister's tomorrow. Yeah, but that won't take long. I don't plan on staying. Oh, looks like cattle are snacking on that hay bale again. And he's still eating the hay from last week, because I don't think they'll let him get close enough to eat there with them. But he'll grow on them eventually. But he's smart. You don't want to get pushed around. He was the same way when he first came here last year. Yeah, he was like him, smaller, and he had to stand off beside because those girls wouldn't let him get close, push him away. But now he can hold his own now, for a while anyway. Yeah, at least they're treating the bale with respect now. They're just eating on it. Yeah, it's supposed to get cold tomorrow night. Yeah, it's going to get cold tonight, around 38, but it's not going to warm up at all tomorrow. I think the high was supposed to be 40. Yeah, it's going to get cold. Probably going to get cold, and the high will probably be in the morning. Yeah, during the day it's going to start dropping, I think. I'll keep an eye on the temperature tomorrow. I hear people up here. I also heard some people over there. When I was coming back from the farm, when I went around that corner over there, there was a guy mowing grass around his mailbox. So he was probably from that little shed that's over there. Okay, girls and boys, I'm done for today. You just might be a little frost tonight, especially tomorrow night. Tomorrow night and Monday night going to be cold, but you got your winter coat on, so you'll be okay. Get a nice dry place to lay too. Well, if these clouds hang around all night, there won't be a frost. It doesn't frost when it's cloudy, only when it's clear. That's it for today then. I thought I might see some deer out through here. Sometimes I'll see them in the evening like this, or late afternoon, as the sun goes down. But I don't see none today. I've seen them in that corner back there, and I've seen them there, and I've seen them run across there. Actually, I've seen them run across the whole thing. Yeah. Well, that's all I have for today. Oh, okay. Tomorrow, I got some more pears on that one. I'm going to pick those pears tomorrow. Yeah, I'll pick them tomorrow. Because I don't want to let them get frozen. I almost forgot about those. I got the pears at the farm, but I forgot. Yeah, I'll pick those tomorrow before it gets too cold. Well, that's it for today then. Mama Cat's still hanging out by the tree. And she likes it there. That's her climbing tree. She likes to climb that tree. Redbud. I planted that tree back in the sometime after '83, after we built the house.